Disney's magic fading? Here's how a video game sequel could reignite its spark. Walt Disney Studios, the creative force behind cinematic giants like Star Wars and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is facing a surprising identity crisis. While still a titan in family entertainment, its appeal to certain audiences, particularly young male viewers, has waned in recent years. Enter an unexpected savior, a potential sequel to the 2022 action-adventure film Uncharted, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. But here's where it gets controversial. Could a video game adaptation of all things help Disney reclaim its cultural relevance? Let's dive in. Disney's recent strategy, as highlighted in a Variety article by Matt Donnelly, leans heavily on splashy global adventures and treasure hunts, a niche perfectly embodied by Uncharted. Though the film wasn't a Disney production, the studio secured its streaming rights for Disney Plus and now holds the keys to a sequel. This partnership with Sony Pictures, despite their historical rivalry, mirrors their successful collaboration on the MCU's Spider-Man films. Imagine the box office potential if Disney and Sony pooled resources for a follow-up, especially with Holland, now a Marvel icon, at the helm. But wait, Uncharted wasn't exactly a critical darling. Critics panned it as safe and generic, earning a 41% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Yet audiences adored it, giving it an 89% rating. What's the disconnect? Many fans felt the film missed the mark in two key areas: casting and creativity. Holland and Wahlberg, while talented, looked nothing like their video game counterparts. Sully's iconic mustache was notably absent, except in a cheeky post-credits tease, and both actors were younger than the characters. But here's the twist. Aging the characters subtly through makeup could bridge this gap. A few years later, and this is the part most people miss, Uncharted's true potential lies in its untapped narrative. The first film introduced a treasure hunt inspired by Ferdinand Magellan, but it barely scratched the surface of the game's rich lore. Consider this. The post-credits scene hinted at Nate's presumed dead brother Sam, alive in prison, a direct nod to Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Meanwhile, an old Nazi map teased a rivalry with Gabriel Roman, the cunning treasure hunter from the original game. Imagine weaving these threads into a sequel that blends real-world history with supernatural twists, a staple of the games, but absent in the film. Think Indiana Jones meets the Mummy, but with Tom Holland's cheeky charm. Fans are already speculating about what could work better. Director Ruben Fleischer has hinted at adapting a standout Uncharted 4 set piece, a high-octane car chase through Madagascar's streets. Picture that on the big screen, chaotic, cinematic, and utterly unforgettable. Add in Elena Fisher, the sassy journalist who's been Nate's love interest since the first game, and you've got a recipe for sequel magic. But here's the debate. Should filmmakers prioritize fan service or take creative risks that might alienate purists? The original film's critics argued it played it too safe. Could a sequel finally prove them wrong? The numbers tell a compelling story. Uncharted grossed $407 million against a $120 million budget. Yet development on a sequel stalled over a year ago. Why? Perhaps the filmmakers are waiting for the perfect storm of creative vision and studio support. With Disney's streaming dominance and Sony's expertise in adapting games, see The Last of Us, the timing might finally be right. And let's not forget, the film's recent success on Prime Video, surpassing its box office earnings, shows there's still hunger for this kind of story. So what's next? A sequel could redefine Disney's approach to action-adventure films, blending blockbuster spectacle with the kind of global escapism that once defined franchises like National Treasure. But here's the question that could spark a firestorm. If Disney and Sony do team up for another Uncharted, would you rather see a faithful retelling of the games or an entirely new adventure? And could a video game film finally become the genre's first true blockbuster? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's debate it out.